And here we go. I am Mr. Wolf Alpha, also known as Ben, and we are back with another episode of learning the class in For Honor. This is part 2 of learning the Warlord, and with me today I have a special guest who is also a brilliant warlord. When it comes to YouTube, you might know him as Viking Life. So introduce yourself, mate, and say hello to everyone.
Hey guys, this is Viking Life.
Right, now I am hoping that the audio records. If it doesn't, then fuck it, we'll just see what happens, and I'll just add it in the bottom. But if it does, I will also be adding one of Viking's videos in the description below, because he goes over the advanced tactics of the Warlord quite a bit when it comes to the advanced stuff, which is kind of what I'm learning at the moment. But from a standpoint of what we're going to go through today, it's going to be nice and simple. We're going to go through some of his more advanced tactic stuff picked up while playing, stuff like what you have mentioned in one of your videos with the counter shield bash and the managing your stamina properly so you play defensively. I think it's best that one of our joint friends, namely Panda, Trash Panda, who you like to play with a lot, he coined the term while we were doing some practicing a couple days ago, while we were practicing parry, the I'm a snapping turtle. It's kind of how you play, though, isn't it, when you're a warlord? You turtle up until you get the chance to snap back at someone, and then you turtle up, and then you go back into the shell, and you're meant to play reactionary, from what I've learned at least.
Yeah, he's a highly punishable character. All he does is just punish people for if they try and do a weak or strong attack, you can just punish it.
Yeah,
you just want to draw out their attacks and deal damage. Yeah,
and it's like for example, you kind of bait by doing stuff like going in and try and bait out attacks, just dodging in and out, trying to bait so it comes through and stuff like that, because you're obviously baiting me to go to that side, to the left at that point, so that you can then either get me in a shield bash or get me into a favourable trade where it kind of works at that point of view. So considering you're the more experienced of us here and I'm the one learning, I'm going to leave it up to you with what you kind of want to roll the curriculum through, if that makes sense. So if you want to start us off in a certain direction, feel free. I'm going to roll with what you want for the next half an hour, give or take, while we're doing this video. So you're the teacher. Teach me just kind of fill in the blanks on some of the stuff that I might be doing wrong if you see it while we go through the practice, and tell me a couple of things that I might need to know. I'm just going to kind of put it out there. You're a much better warlord than I am.
Okay, I mean, what do you want to go over first? We can go over.
Well, to be fair, my major problem I'm having at the moment is it seems to be parrying the lights, which I'm starting to get into the habit of not parrying them, but because they're so damn fast, I can never get them out. It's also timings that I have with the shield bash combo. Occasionally I'll do, for example, hit me on the left hand side and I'll see if I can time the damn parry right.
On your left arm.
Just pick up or one of the others, just so it works, if because it's one of those things. Because I keep doing that sometimes. Occasionally I can't get the timing right where it does the shield bash correctly, which would be, and you can demonstrate it properly, obviously, so I'll do an upwards attack for you, so you guys can see it done properly. Oh, okay, yeah. We're gonna, round 2, we're gonna try that again, so you can just see it done properly. Here we go. See, now that is the one, from what I've learned, and correct me if I'm wrong here, Viking, that is one of the Warlord's most opening punishing movements, because it drains the opponent's stamina to damn near zero, and they can't see where you're coming from at that point because of that stun effect on the character.
Yeah, like a good way to follow that up, and like I just did a weak attack there, but it does drain a lot of stamina out, and if they already burned half their stamina, and then you do that, sometimes it's better just to pick them up than drop them on the ground, and then just go for the free heavy.
Oh, yeah, and just kind of, I mean, I have this habit of unfortunately going too aggressive when I get that. So, for example, I'll show you one of my downsides. Pick an attack, and I'll see if I can get it through this time.
Okay. There you go.
And then basically, I keep going until I'm out of stamina at that point, and then I screw myself over. You can kind of see where I'm coming from. I get too happy, if that makes sense. So I kind of do what you've done occasionally in some of your streams, where you get like a little bit too aggressive, and then it bites me in the arse effectively, because at that point I can't defend properly, because you've got no stamina, so everything's slower and everything's harder to react to. So that's like the main thing I'm having trouble with, is guessing guard switches, and also getting the blocks in the right place, because as I explained to you earlier, I do everything with one hand, obviously, which is literally through my razor, and occasionally my guard switches aren't fast enough, because I have to do everything with literally my left hand, so it kind of that occasionally leaves me open in duels, 1v1s, whatever, to attacks if they swap up too quickly. So just kind of show you an example. If you go fake an attack on the side that I'm currently guarding, and then go in for an attack on the other, this is kind of what tends to happen. I will basically not be able to swap over quick enough, and the attack would go through on the other side, because at that point when you're in the fight, as you well know, everything's kind of running, and you're on, what do I do next? How do I defend this? What's going to come out? I mean, for example, if you've got a Peacekeeper, are they just going to light spam you to death? Or if you've got a Warden, are they going to try and put you in the Vortex? That kind of thing. You've there's so much to think about at that point. You've got it's hard for my hands to keep up with my brain, because my brain notices the switch, but my hand can't do it fast enough, and I end up getting punished for it, because at that point, I'm open, and the other person can see the opening, for example. Also, just so we can clear it up on this video completely, doing this is trash on a Warlord, correct? No, give me a second, I'll get it right this time. No, that's not it. Come on, you son of a bitch, work. Oh, you bar humbug. I'm trying to friggin'... Why are you not doing it? Okay.
I know what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to show people what trash Warlord play is like, which is basically doing that headbutt spam over and over and over and over and over again, like you're doing to me. That you and just about everyone else that I know when it comes to a Warlord considers that trash cheese. Now, doing it once or twice is fine, because for the love of all that's holy, can I get the timing right? Because when it does that, it opens, when you do it like once or twice, it opens up for someone thinking you're gonna roll into it, like Game Thief and you explain in your advanced video that I mentioned. I'll link down below in this one. Round 2. It kind of opens up it opens up a lot of pathways for a Warlord to get aggressive in that regards, because they're thinking
good for positioning and stuff like that. But other than that, like, I tend to not, because it is something that is broken in the game, and like I could win every duel if I wanted to, but it wouldn't make me feel good.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I don't use it, because yes, it's broken. Literally, you just spam and stun them, and you can pretty much do what you want, because you 90% of the time you get a free guard break into a free top heavy off that, and it just hurts. Mm-hmm. And it just feels like trash. I will admit, I feel like trash when I do that. The only time I will do that, and I will hold my hands up and say that, is if the jackass I'm fighting does it to me first. If they cheese me first, then it's open season. I just do it back to them.
Yeah, if it's a warden if it's a warden spamming his
shoulder bash,
mix it. Yeah, I will. If that's all he does, I will punish him with that.
Yeah, that's the same.
I make it very clear in the beginning of the match, like, hey, if you're gonna do that, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, I test the waters first in a match. Like, I'll do this a couple of times. Say you were a warden, I'd go, and I wouldn't do it, once after the other. I'd do it once or twice and get the guard break into heavy in. If he then replied with, just do the headbutt and we'll use it as the shield bash for this point of view. If he then just replied to constantly doing that into free sidelights, I'd just constantly be doing that and just punishing him for it, because he's effectively using his method of cheese on me because I used it twice. Twice is nothing. I mean, it's an ability that you can use. Now, one other thing, because we've got this map specifically in place, and this one actually really helps for this specific part of the video, positioning. You've got fire at your back at the moment. Now, when it comes to guard break interrupts, I've gotten good. I'm not perfect. I can block maybe 9 out of 10. Or round about 6 out of 10 to 9 out of 10. I miss one every now and again, especially against faster characters, because for some bizarre reason I can't keep up with them. Because for example, the Valkyrie, with the amount of mix-ups they can do, my brain is thinking, what's going to come out? Is it going to be the leg sweep? Is it going to be left to right to top? And then I get hit by a guard break. And it's like, I wasn't expecting that. But say we're in this situation where you've got fire to your back and I'm able to get a guard break in. It is not trash to throw someone into an environmental or throw them off an environmental, for example, if you've worked them into setting it up, is it? It's kind of part of the game at that point. I mean, I wouldn't be going for environmental kills all the time, but using the environment to your advantage is still a good tactic when it comes to Warlords specifically, because they get a lot of free time to turtle up, as some people like to call it, when it comes to the defensive natures and stuff like that. But would you say using it constantly? So if I constantly just went, you guard break me there. So basically, if I constantly just did that, basically, and constantly just held you in the fire, that's trash technique for anyone to use, really, isn't it? Because you're effectively at that point just not really fighting. You're just you're effectively cheesing, but using the environment for it.
Yeah.
And kind of, I'm turning
you
this.
You are really showcasing your skill.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're kind of turning this into a discussion and a learning episode, which I kind of like, because it's a bit of both. So what I'm thinking is, after this death, and what we can do is we can either X out and we can go into a couple of proper duels. But what I effectively just wanted, like, the start of the video to be, was effectively a discussion with a higher level player, because you're rep 9 now, is it? On that one, you've gone through a lot more than I have currently, and yeah, people give me my props for being able to play with one hand. I am by no means an expert at this game. I mean, I'm trash compared to some people, but you've had a lot more experience when it comes to the higher end, where I'm guessing people still act like jackasses because of the unfortunate Twitch stream spam that happened originally. Because I hear you constantly go on about how the community used to be, respectful and whatnot before Ubisoft gave it to the Twitch streamers to promote, because they wanted, the promotion time at that point.
Oh yeah.
So, from your point of view, because you're in the higher echelon, how much shit do you see on in an average 4v4 that you wouldn't have seen during, like, one of the betas, for example? Because you've got that ability to, compare, because you were in the beta and you've now played live for quite a while.
Yeah, I mean, in the beta, 9 out of 10 games were honorable. So you could play an elimination and nobody just gang up on you and destroy you. And then it flip-flopped ever since that promotional streamer, like, games with the celebrities and everything. And then as soon as this game went live, 9 out of 10 games are unhonorable. Oh yeah, no, yeah. For example, I'll give you an example of a game I had earlier. It's actually in the Discord chat. You might get a laugh out of what I said. Basically, I spent the team spent the entire match 2 to 4v1ing my team in elimination. And then I got called a faggot by a lawbringer I pushed off the edge of a building because he set it up himself. He tried to push me off the edge by using a guard break shove. I didn't fall far enough, so I guard braked him and then just pushed him forward a little bit and he fell off. He only had like
one
right
pip
here.
of...
Watch this.
Okay, go on.
Like, if I try and do a guard break on you, that would be the worst idea ever, since my back is to this fire, so...
Okay, so if I come up...
If you count...
Yeah.
Damn.
That's
See,
yeah.
I put myself in that position.
Yeah,
like,
that's effectively what he did. He had round about the same amount of health you'd had, because I've been kicking his ass in... It's the castle map with that you have in the campaign where you have to with the ledge with the wooden ledge where the archers stand on. It was that point. It was point C of that map. I'd beaten him to just about where your hit points is now, and then say this push is off the edge of the ledge. He'd pushed me, so I was kind of here on the ledge. I was like on the edge. Then, in reply, I went and then did that and just pushed him off the ledge, effectively. And then he called me a faggot for, always pushing off the ledge, always pushing off environmentals. I did it once! The entire game! But anyway, what I'm sure most people are going to want to see now is some fights between a high-level Warlord and someone that, is kind of still learning. So what we'll do is we'll finish off this round while we're here, because, why not? And I am still going to make that mistake no matter how hard I try. Oh, yeah, that zone attack is something I keep forgetting to use most of the time.
A lot of people don't block it very well.
Yeah, because
to this day.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10 the zones come out of nowhere, to be fair, because it's one of those things that you don't really expect. So what I'm thinking now is we can do a couple of duels where we'd play like properly and whatnot, and we'll go for another 5-round match after this, and we'll see what happens where we actually play, like properly and whatnot.
Okay.
So... I think I only blocked that because of the close quarters we're in. Nope, I actually had it on the right side. I did block it correctly. I got that right, luckily. See, that's the one kind of every now and again I'll miss it because it's like the wrong side to go from. Guard breaks are like the hardest. Guard breaks and parrying are kind of like the hardest things for me to get used to, just because of the fact that it's... Okay, now I'm out of stamina, so I'm fucked. Right, now this is where obviously you can punish someone quite well because, like that, for example. That's what an experienced warden versus someone who's still learning would, warlord would do, sorry. Warden, wrong class. And an experienced warlord would save the stamina and wouldn't be too aggressive. Easiest way to put it, you turtle up, you make them fight you. You basically just work it out until they make the first move and you punish them for it effectively. And I've got a feeling no matter how hard I try, I'm gonna be the one getting punished here. Oh Jesus. No, oh yeah, do you know, I have done that a couple of times, and I have never been called trash for jumping off the edge and killing someone, but I've been called trash for chucking someone off the edge of the map. I can't understand how that works, just because of, you know, where it comes from.
And yeah, also with the Warlord, you get a guaranteed guard break top if you
yeah, if you guard break correctly, you get
if you get a guard break, you get a guaranteed heavy top.
Yeah, which is one of those things that I like quite a bit, a guaranteed top heavy, because you guard break. I mean, I think most classes get a guaranteed heavy from my point of view. I'm rating that 5 stars just because I'm playing with you, to be fair, because you're a great guy. But so let's give them a proper match, and well, we could give them a proper. I'd say change it to like maybe 9 rounds or so, just so we can give them a bit more of a demonstration, because it gives that aspect of you know, showing the difference in skill gap is kind of effectively what I'm going for at the moment. Because if you think about it, you're a lot better than I am, and it's just showing that off at that point where it kind of comes to, you know, where I kind of want to get to as to where I am now, which is one of the reasons I wanted to do the video with you. So you know, quite a bit, because I've watched your content and you as I said quite earlier, you were the one that, you know, convinced me to play Warlord in the first place, which is one of the other reasons I contacted you. And I am very happy to be making this video with you, let's put it that way. And yeah, I know I'm probably going to get my ass kicked, but I'm going to go out enjoying it, because it's, you know, it's Viking life, for crying out loud. The dude who 4v1'd twice in a row and beat the shit out of people. That's the first video I saw. The Juggernaut build description. Like, that fight was insane. It was hilariously fun.
Yeah, that was only when I was like rep 2. But
yeah.
I've learned a lot since then. But that's another thing. If there's a Warlord or a Conqueror left alive, don't gang up on him. Just 1v1 him.
Because they
stop him from executing. That's all you have to do. And then just revive that guy and rotate another guy in to fight him. Yeah, because
you give him way too much revenge hit, a revenge counter at that time. Oh Jesus! Yeah, that was a good punishment. Oh Jesus, coming at it from someone who's so much more, you know, advanced than I am, it's kind of like, it's like a friggin' baby shark looking into the teeth of a great white, for crying out loud. Oh God. Should have gone for the parry, not the guard break.
Yeah, a lot of the hardest thing that I see now is sneak attacks from the Peacekeeper and the Valkyrie and stuff like that. Because if you miss one, you have to reset it with a block before you can parry again.
Oh, yeah, no, I've noticed that as well. So, just while we're, you know, kind of fighting and whatnot, is there anything you've noticed specifically about, you know, the way I play in regards to, obviously, what I explained before the video, that, you'd say either is hindering or, you know, needs improvement, I guess would be the easiest thing to say?
I can tell you this right here, watch.
Oh, yeah.
Don't do that.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Like, at higher levels, that's like an instant parry. Like, that's why Valkyries, they lead off at the side or the top.
Yeah.
And it's just one of the easiest parryable things in the game.
Okay, yep, so, no, that's fine.
That
I'm getting, yeah, I'm getting out of the habit of doing it. I did it to you as an, kind of an explanation of what I used to do effectively. Now kind of what I do is I stand still until the person comes to me, obviously, and I test them like this, like that, for example. But because you've got more, oh god, I should not have done that. I'm in the fire. Oh, okay, I'm in trouble. Oh yeah, that was bad. But guys, you can see the difference in experience here. I mean, he's parrying everything. He's guard block countering me. Okay, that time he didn't, but still, you can just see the difference. This is kind of where I want to be at the end of the day. If I can get there, then I'll be happy because it's, you know, it's a guaranteed skill level of improvement. Now, I might end up swapping my main, but I'm still learning how to play this one, so it's kind of a bit of a toss-up between, you know, trying to learn it, or... Oh, God, I could not see where that was coming from because of the blooming haze you get. How long does that last, though? Because I couldn't see anything. It was like
2.5, 3 seconds.
That, yeah, see, that's one of the things I love about Warlord. The stun duration, Warlord and most characters that can stun, I guess, would be, you know, a good way of putting it, because they get so much, oh god, sorry about that, but they get so much, like, free movement room when it comes to that stun. It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And this is where I say I can block guard breaks, and then I never actually block one in this fight because I'm playing you. And you win from guaranteed top heavies, which are like the easiest thing to get on a Warlord. This is going to be hilarious if I lose to a friggin' guard break. Oh, it is always that attack. That zone attack is insane. I can see why you spam that a lot in the videos that I've seen.
Yeah,
it works.
I don't typically use it in duel. Mostly everybody sees me play on Dominion.
Yeah.
Where I'm very hyper aggressive.
Yeah.
And that's when I tend to burn myself out of stamina.
Yeah.
Because I'm just too caught up in it. But when I play duels, I'm pretty
relaxed,
aware of what I'm doing.
Yeah. And to be fair, I have not caught you once yet, so it shows. The experience difference shows.
And also another thing is like the full block in the like heavy or light. Like if, as long as it's not from my left, I get a guaranteed hit on you.
Oh, I did not know that. So if it's not from the left.
Now, if I hit you on the left, you try and do
it. You get a block.
Like
see, now that is something I didn't know. Oh god, no, not now. Not now. Oh, okay. We're good. Why did I do that from the left? That would have been a top heavy easily. Okay, there we go. Somehow I got 2 guard breaks on Viking Life. I'm kind of happy about that.
And then this too, like if I'm down here in full block and you hit me from my right, your left, you can other side. Oh, hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Gotta wait for the stamina to come back.
Yeah,
I'll show you
no,
this too.
that's
This
right.
is really interesting.
Yep.
So I can't hit you with a full block with a heavy on your right, but I can't hit you with. I can hit you with a light one on your right.
Ah,
I can't
okay.
hit you with
the
a left one on your left, but I can hit you with a heavy on your left.
Okay, so the attack swaps up depending on what side it's on.
Yeah. Yeah. So the light is guaranteed on the top.
Yeah.
And right.
Okay, I get
And
you, and then the heavy is
guaranteed
guaranteed on the left. Okay, that makes. Okay, that's interesting. I did not know that.
And it's the same thing with the
with the guard
shield.
With the shield bash combos, yeah.
Yeah, the parry and the shield bash and the lighter heavy.
Which is one thing I really want to get off this game, but I'm probably never going to because I have issues with bloody parries. Oh god. Oh god, please do not fall off. Oh god. See, but yeah, no. At the end of the day, I am loving this because it's just, I mean, getting to play with you for one. I mean, I know I'm kind of geeking out a little bit in my own video, and you're helping me, and I thank you for that. I mean, you've been one of the main guys that's kind of helped me out at the end of the day, and I'm really thankful for that. And when it comes to even helping me with a video, definitely thanks. But I mean, just being able to play, even if I get my ass kicked, is fun. But I mean, one of the key things that I think it shows is the difference between someone with a lot of skill and someone who's still learning, which is kind of part of what this series is about. It's, you know, learning and then going from the learning stage into fights, where I would be actually showing what I've learned against actual people. Ooh, went in for the heavy and got hit by the side hit there.
Yeah, and like a lot of things, like there's certain characters you wanna be always blocking in a
certain direction. Yeah.
And
so,
a lot of it's because of their zone attacks.
But yeah, no, yeah, that's great. So anyway, that has been it for today's episode, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me, Viking Life. It was very great having you on the video. And once again, I will be linking his channel and one of his videos in the description below. It is an advanced guide to the Warlord, so you can check out all the advanced tactics over on his channel, and it will be linked below. So anyway, once again, I am Mr. Wolf Alpha, aka Ben, and I will see you guys all in the next episode. Have an absolutely brilliant day wherever you are in the world, and please don't forget to put a like and a comment down below on this video. It would help me out an absolute bunch. So see you soon, and goodbye.